Let's analyze together Rigetti computing.
Let's talk about it. First of all, remember to read the disclaimer right here and also in the description below. Wow, what a day for quantum computing stocks, minus 45% in this case for RGTI is the ticker. Also for quantum computing, we talked about it in this channel, Trading HT. So, and minus 40% around it in this sector for many companies. Why is this happening, guys? Let us know in the comments below your opinion about it. Were you expecting it? And also, what do you think about the previous uptrend? Because if we take into account the movement since October 2024, in this case, more than 2,500%. And now the current crash from that level, more than 50%. Will this continue to the lower side? Will this be an opportunity to buy at lower levels? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And welcome to Trading HT, honest traders.
Remember to subscribe to Trading HT to watch more content like this. And I gotta tell you guys, the performance is incredible. Actually, you see that minus 50% today is nothing in comparison to the previous performance of almost 3,000% in just to 2024 and the almost 6,000% if we compare the data 2 years before. So obviously insane, this is a volatile stock, obviously, what we can gather from here. Market cap 2.4 billion. And the thing here is like, is it correlated with net income? It's one of our favorite indicators, and normally when we have a positive income and net income, normally it is. If it's correlated, it's good for the stock in terms that you wouldn't see like a small corrections or big corrections in that sense. It's good for the long term. But on the other side, if we have a negative net income and it's rally, it's making new highs every time. Normally that's not correlated, and it should be like an indicator to at least suspect about if it's going to continue or not.
It's interesting, because in this sector, we saw a lot of hype with that, quantum computing hype related with Google when it unveiled the Willow quantum chip in early December. Then we also have some news about these companies, some products, and like the hype was there. But when you see this type of crash, it's like, wow, it's a very volatile hype, because sometimes you expect it can start to correct as it happened. We have right here in December of the past year 2024, this correction wasn't small, but was 40% in 2 days. But this one, the interesting part is this gap. We're talking about a gap of more than 30% in after hours trading, I think it was. And then the red candle also very dramatic, minus 45% in total, and in other stocks very similar. So the key question is, has the hype finished, or is this another moment in order for those who are waiting to enter into this sector? How do you see that, guys? Let us know in the comments below. We are pleased to know all your opinions about it.
And this is crazy, guys. Look at the last quarter, the reported earnings. We have like an estimate of minus 0.07, and the reporting was even worse. Here we have a negative net income of minus 14%, 14 million. So obviously that's not positive, because if you take for the long term a stock like this, it has only been profits just at the early stages back in 2021. But the rest of the quarters, all negative, as I said, it's like investors pay the bill at the end of the day. And if it's not if it isn't making profits, normally the stock should go down, at a later stage. Obviously right now it's a completely different story, but the risk is there, some people probably are buying around $12, $13, $14. They're facing a lot of risk in that sense, because if the reality comes in, the correction should be huge. When we're talking about correction, it could perfectly go back to $1, and that's a minus 95%.
Yeah, it's completely insane. So what is your opinion about it, guys? Do you think we could reach those levels of $1, or do you think the price will reach higher prices again, and based on what? Let's go with the forecast section, because we have 5 Wall Street analysts offering 1-year price forecast for Rigetti Computing Inc. Very interesting. The maximum $12. Then we have the average around $5.20, and the minimum $2. And as you mentioned, you mentioned like $1 could be a scenario minus 90%. In this case, Wall Street analysts think a possible scenario could be minus 80%. A lot of volatility, a lot of risk involved. So the key question is, guys, how do you see this forecast? Do you agree with them, or do you have a different opinion in mind? Just 5 of them. And I think that these haven't been updated since the start of this upside movement, because it started very, very fast. And I think they were all in the bullish territory. But as usual, when the price surpasses it reaches more than $20. When it surpasses those targets, they change to the very side without even having to change them, if they don't update it to even more bullish prices. So how do you think this could affect this analyst decision right now?
Yeah, exactly. Probably this strong buy that we're watching right here, it was, and commented before, like maybe 1 month ago, before this incredible rally. So obviously the target has been reached, and right now we have the average in minus 48% because of that. So having said that, look at the EPS and the revenue, because, and that's another important factor. We are talking about that the estimate in the next quarters are gonna be like the same as the previous one. It's like minus 0.07, minus 0.07, and again and again and again. So the next 4 quarters, I mean, a whole year, according to the fundamentals, we're gonna see like nothing, like no change at all. Something that I would say that's not positive, because if you invest somewhere and you're expecting that you're gonna get like a better performance, and the better performance is justified by a better net income, like improving the numbers every quarter. We don't see here right now that improvement.
Yeah, it's interesting to take into account all the possible information. Let us know in the comments if you agree with those forecasts. And also, let's go with the seasonal section because it's very interesting to see now that we have ended 2024. And you have right there the year-to-date perspective.
Wow.
3 years, sorry, 2022 minus 92%. Wow, what a crash right there. Then 2021, 4% in the upper part. And then 2025 started in a very bad way, we could say minus 50%. We are just starting the year. This could completely change. If you take a look at the past performance, for instance, in 2024, it got some moments with minus, exactly. Well, it went in the positive territory, minus 17% in April. I'm watching right here. And from there, it skyrocketed to more than 1,500%. But this is year-to-date perspective, so you have to take that into account. And in this case, the year started in a very negative sense. So key question, do you think this will continue in this fashion, or do you think it will change? Because there is a lot of hype around the quantum computing sector. And after those spikes, those surges in the price, it's normal to see some corrections. But the question is this a correction or a crash? Let us know in the comments your opinion about it.
And look at that in 2022, that minus 92%, that's a signal of what I was talking about, the risk you are facing with this stock. High volatility stock, like a small market cap, and then when we enter at the wrong time, you can face that minus 92%. That's the problematic thing, especially when we have a negative net income, as in this case.
Yeah, I was watching 2024. I got mistaken. I was talking about September. It went to minus 25%. So it wasn't like a very volatile year in the sense of the negative side. But of course, we had good spikes at the early year. So that also marked that path for 2024. So how could 2025 go? Let us know in the comments your opinion for this stock and also the quantum computing stocks and this sector, because they are all apparently related. We can see quantum computing today minus 43% while we're recording the video. So let's see how it goes. Going back to the chart, we want to comment some news related with this sector. We have read them right there. Market Watch 16 hours ago.
Yeah, we can clearly see right here, quantum computing stocks sing as Nvidia CEO delivers a reality check.
So let's see what is going on with these comments. We have them in the fourth paragraph right here. No, sorry, in the third one. The stock fell hard on Wednesday. It continued today, as we can see right now. However, after Nvidia Corporation chief executive outlined some other realities for the quantum sector, including that quantum computers are still a ways off. In this case, it's hit something like it could take 15 years to get very simple quantum computers, and that's an estimate that would probably be on the early side. So very interesting, these comments about it. How do you think this could affect? Of course, it has just affected, but how could it continue affecting? Would this be seen as an opportunity for those interested in this sector? Would the hype be over and maybe come back later? Or how do you see all the situation? I think it's very, very interesting. And when there is hype and someone can break that hype and does it, you see the results in the market almost instant.
Exactly. So thank you very much, guys. See you in the next video.
Thank you very much. Leave all your comments below, your opinions. Trade HT. Let's learn all together. Honest traders. Let's go.
Bye bye.